What's going on, guys? This is Mopar Man 1978. I'm going to do a quick video. The last video I was telling you I had to do the test on the front and rear servo pistons, and I had fixed the valves inside the valve body. Well, anyway, last time I went to AutoZone, I had to have them order this brand, the particular brand of transmission pan gasket. It was a cork rubber, combination cork rubber. All I did was 82 Dodge D150, 5.2 liter, 727 automatic, and then it asks you if it's a lockup or non-lockup. Mine has non-lockup anyway. They have to order this one. I didn't know it, but they have the regular rubber cork. I don't use the rubber ones because the rubber ones are shit. They leak all the time anyway. Last time I bought the one that was just cork rubber. I didn't know it, but this one I got today, and it was the same amount of money as the other combination cork rubber one. But this one actually has a very thin sheet metal plate that goes all the way around, sheet metal gasket, and on each side is this combination cork rubber. So that's really cool. I look forward to using this one because especially the gasket will stay in place and it won't try to squish out. And that's what brings me into the other subject. People online, especially Facebook, on all the Mopar websites, are complaining about they have got a leaky oil transmission pan gasket, whether it be 904 or 727. I've always found that on the bottom of the transmission, it's been machined flat on the aluminum housing, the case, whatever you want to call it, the bell housing or whatever, where the transmission pan goes. It's a slick surface. Well, on your transmission pan, it's also pretty much a slick surface too, whether it be regular steel, factory stamped steel pan, or it's a chrome aftermarket pan, or it's an aluminum one, aftermarket pan. The problem is it creates a slick surface. So what I do is I take 150 grit auto body or wood shop, the 5 or 6 inch orbital DA 150 grit sandpaper, and I go over the entire gasket surface of the transmission and the oil pan itself. I go this way, and then once I get it done and all the way around, I go back and do a crosshatch pattern across it, just like you would do in your cylinder bores. I did that to the pan gasket surfaces, especially if they're chrome plated. You got to rough up that surface really well because it's super slick from the chrome plating most of the time. And then what I do is just an added bonus to make sure, because you got heat and you got chemical from the transmission fluid constantly up against this gasket when it's compressed, and after a time that transmission fluid wants to eat away at the rubber and the cork or whatever it may be. So what I do is I use the copper Permatex gasket sealant that comes in the squeeze tube, or which is 700 degree, or I use the black the Super Duty black RTV, and when I put the gasket down, I'll put a layer around this inside of this lip of the gasket all the way around there, and then when it squishes down, it covers both sides of the gasket and the side of the gasket, and that creates a protective barrier. And now if you're going to be racing the transmission, you got to take the pan off. You don't have to do all that, but if it's a daily driver and you want to put the pan on and put it on and leave it and not have to worry about it for quite a long time, that's what I recommend. Also make sure that the areas around the bolt holes on the pans are tapped flat before you install them, and don't over torque them. Anyway, I wanted to give you that tech tip. Some of the people out there on my channel that already know a lot of ins and outs of the Mopar stuff. You can ignore this video or this section of the video because you already know that. This is for all the newbies that don't know. I like to try to help people out as much as I can. And also, I don't know what's been going on other YouTube channels, and I don't want to get involved in it. And if I'm somehow involved in it and I don't know about it, something about some type of drama going on between the channels, I have no idea. I don't know what particular ones. I figured we were out of high school, and you know, there's saying all the time that, you know, it's about community, not competition. I do like that saying. Coastal Auto Reaction guys, they came up with that. I like that. I'm on the same page as them. But for the other channels, and I'm not saying necessarily the ones I subscribe to or watch, it could be some other channels out there. Nobody's better than anybody else. Everybody's, you know, pretty much, my understanding is working with what they got, whether it be equipment, whatever. We're all here to try to get along, try to help one another out, help the newbies out. If there's something particular, like in the live chats, maybe I posted a comment that I was joking around and somebody took it seriously and took offense to it. If that wasn't my intention, if people are on the popular channels I subscribe to have taken offense to it, I'm not going to name names. But especially if they did an 8-hour live chat or live deal, I'm just joking around, because you know the old saying, we roast the ones we love, or we roast the ones we like. Sometimes I give people a hard time, but that doesn't mean I'm trying to be an ass or anything in there, vice versa. So if anybody has any issues, let me know and I'll address it, and I'll apologize, whatever. I don't have any issues with anybody at Bad Tree Production or Dust Devil Garage or Uncle Tony's Garage or Nick's Garage or anybody, even the young guys that's working on the project car on Uncle Tony's Garage. I don't have a problem with Austin or any of his friends. Everybody, you know, I joke around. You know, my grammar when I type stuff in may not be the best. I may not have a comma in the right spot or whatever. Anyway, if I'm being an ass or something, or I'm being, you know, I'm going to say something negative back at you, I will tell you I'm not joking in the comment. Okay? But other than that, I like everybody. No issues. Let's just all get along. Have a good day. Hope you enjoyed something and got something out of this video as far as the gaskets, the tech tip that I did, talked about the oil pan and the sandpaper and whatnot. And remember, community, not competition. Later, guys.